Joseph Van Stratton. I'm Jacob Joseph Van Stratton, recording here. It is Sunday, July 6th, 2025, here at 2718 Pheasant Ridge Trail, apartment number 203 in Madison, Wisconsin. I've been getting physically fucking mutilated all night and day for well over 24 hours. I would say since Friday. I've been getting mutilated, shocked, stabbed in my cardiovascular system. I got molested by the former lead detective of Green Bay's son, who goes by the name of James Shepard Jr. in 1995. James Shepard Jr., his father, James Shepard Sr., was the lead detective in Green Bay back in 1995, and these stupid pieces of shit like Angela Krause has a serial pedophile brother named Jacob Krause, who is his accomplice. Jacob Krause and Angela Krause are rapists and murderers and pedophiles. And James Shepard Jr. and Jacob Krause are serial pedophiles together. Former lead detective James Shepard Sr. has been trying to cover up that his son molested me. And Ronnie Fuller has been trying to cover up that Jacob Krause is a portion of that. And the stupid pieces of shit keep trying to fuck up my YouTube post to try to stop me from putting this up on the fucking internet, which is funny because if they would actually just go to Jacob Van Stratton innocent, they would see hours and hours and hours of footage, and not just from me, but I mean just literally other people are fucking putting different stuff up on their fucking accounts of what these pieces of shit have been doing. So dirty former Judge Owen Monfiles pretended to be my attorney in 1998, and dirty former Judge Sue Bishel tried to help cover it up and threw out statements that told on them when I tried to drink myself to death over being made homeless by him and being stalked by him and being raped by Angela Krause and Jacob Krause and James Shepard Jr. Their extended family of Krauses and Moons and Browns and their fucking stupid Carowitzes and Callens and Caldwells and Jeskis and Champeaus and all their stupid extended family like Jeske, Champeau, Rooney, Carowitz, Callen, Caldwell, Moon, Laundry, Shepard, Fuller, and all the fucking stupid extended fucking family. Like, what's that cunt's name? Let's see here. Rasmus. Like Victoria Rasmus's ugly daughters. Pieces of crap that are relatives off of theirs off of South 84th Street, South 62nd Street. All sorts of different sick pieces of shit. They're stalking me like Angela Simons is stalking me, and that's Angela Krause's associate. They've been raping and molesting me and my family members since 1995. They've been stalking us and raping us and molesting us and holding us captive. They're torturing me to death and stabbing me, and they're mutilating me. And they keep trying to stop me from getting the information back to the FBI office. So I wrote it down and I mailed it in. And then they investigated in the background and narked out former agent Nick and former agent Richard, who are both pieces of shit that are dating and maritally involved with the Krauses and the Moons and the Jeskis and Champeaus and their stupid sick associates like Fat Sarah, his dirty agent Nick squeeze, and some of the fat Krause pieces of crap, and the Fat Browns, ugly ass white trash people, and a whole bunch of other pieces of shit like dirty agent Richard. He fucks Melissa Moon. Melissa Moon held me captive and raped me for almost 3 fucking years. She forced me to produce a child named Daniel Michael Van Stratton Moon. That piece of crap tried to make me and my mother look like a chomo to try to fucking stop us from getting custodial rights. And the bitch Michelle Laundry became a cop. She's James Shepard Sr.'s stupid student. James Shepard Sr. became a teacher at NWTC in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and was teaching people to be police officers. Well, that fucking bitch, Michelle Laundry, and I have hated each other and been fighting, actually. We've been fighting each other since I met her when I was like 10, 11, 12 years old, 1990, 1991, something like that. I'm 46 now. Michelle Laundry and her fucking demented family are trying to falsify her sisters being her and her cousins being her, and people like Melissa Moon that raped me to produce a child being her, and other stupid pieces of shit that want to impersonate people and falsify marital involvement and try to falsify being maritally involved with me. And I'm not maritally involved with anybody. And these stupid pieces of shit have been forcing me to sign blank statements, blank power of attorney, and blank marital certificates for a very, very long time now. And after the last 29 and a half years, almost 30 years of these pieces of shit, raping and molesting and stalking and doing fucking demented shit to me and my family, like holding us captive and home invading us and beating the shit out of us to talk on cameras and raping us at bars that they would drag me to and hold me down and fucking stick a needle into my fucking arm. They'd stick a needle into my fucking arm and they'd drag me to the fucking bar. After sticking a needle in my arm, they'd fucking stuff a sock in my mouth and make me take pills before I could understand what the hell was going on. And they fucking did all this really sick, demented shit, like Paul and Geraldine Champeau and Ronnie Fuller were actually holding me captive at a fucking bar in the Green Bay area called The Hideout. And I reported all this stuff, and douchebags are trying to stop me from posting it online. And after being mutilated all night and day, and shocked and horrifically mutilated and tortured, and dumbasses harassing me with audio 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for 14 years straight, these stupid fucking pieces of shit are about to fucking kill me, and they're trying to disappear all of my hard drive processors. And they're fucking murdering me, and they sodomized cell phones into me. And they cut my stomach and cut my esophagus along my jawline and cut it off the top of my stomach. These pieces of shit have been fucking mutilating me with 3 or 4 or 5 surgicals inside of my fucking body and my brain cavity. And they've got like 3, 4 different fucking cell phones inside of my body and brain cavity. And they've got 7, upwards of 20 piggyback FM nano transceivers that are inside of my body. And I posted so much stuff about these people having these nano transceivers inside of me and nobody regulating it or controlling people or cuffing, nobody cuffing people that are breaking the law and that are mutilating people and torturing people and killing people and that are violating every person's basic fucking human right, every person's constitutional right, every one of the fucking amendments, every one of our basic fucking rights while you're walking around on your day-to-day, if you're incarcerated or anything. All these pieces of crap that want to falsify digitally are putting somebody else's face on my shit need to be fucking handcuffed. By the way, I live alone, I don't date, I don't have any friends, I don't travel, I'm about to fucking die. My body is so internally mutilated that literally I'm being stabbed right now on the inside of my guts are being twisted, and there's a surgical and a piece of metal sticking out, or a piece of a fucking intestine that's jagged on the edge of it, and they're stabbing and cutting me, and they're shocking because they drilled into cell phone battery packs that they stuffed up into my fucking brain, and they're using chunks of intestines, and they're shocking the sides of my cardiovascular muscle, and they've been shocking and mutilating me for days, shocking my actual physical fucking bones, my skull, my fucking jaw, my fucking spine. They stabbed my spine, have been bridging over my nervous system, have been falsifying me being 10, 20, 30 other fucking goddamn people. And as they're doing this, they're getting medical attention and getting looked at, and they don't need it. I'm the one that fucking needs it. And I'm about to die, and I reported all this. I called the FBI office, U.S. Marshal's office. I wrote the deputy director. I wrote the President of the United States. I wrote Senator, Congresswomen. I wrote internal affairs like I was told to. I called them. I frickin' left messages. I did everything that I was supposed to do. I called the cops, told deputies, told sheriff's department, told all of these people, and all these people that have all this personal interest keep coming around and doing stuff to me. And they have duplicate and triplicate transceivers from the same frequency groups inside of my fucking body and brain. And they're shocking and broadcasting over me, and I'm screaming out loud in the fucking street about what people are doing. And I'm writing all these people and telling on them for what they're doing. None of these people have any fucking excuse to allow all these stupid fucks to fucking connect up to me. And dumbass Krauses has been imprinting surgical access that he got Now here's a serial pedophile named Jacob Krause with surgical access and access to nanotechnology that's imprinting access on all of my enemies that are all around me. And dumb fucks that are stalking me, and people that don't want to go to prison for raping me and molesting me. If you produced a child after Valentine's Day of 2004, you raped me, you held me captive, you molested me, you home invaded me, and you fucking forced yourself on me to produce the child. The bitches are still stabbing and cutting my cardiovascular muscle right now. They broke my trachea, cut my lungs into 2 separate lungs. They cut my lungs and then broke off my trachea and cut my fucking trachea off. They cut my bladder wide open. They cut my bladder wide open. Just they stabbed both my kidneys on one side and then stabbed my kidney on the other side. They stabbed both my kidneys. They cut all my intestines up into pieces. They stabbed through my fucking brain, through my fucking lobes, up through the bottom into my cerebral cortex, and stabbed into the side and have been pulling down on a fucking artery. They chiseled out all the neural passageways inside of my fucking brain and ripped them all out when they were going to get fucking downloaded or questioned as to what the hell was going on, and as they were going to get identified. They ripped the whole thing out and chiseled it out with the surgical from inside my brain. Then they went after it again because, of course, it got built back up, and they chiseled it out some more. They popped out and shit out and disappeared my original hard drive, broke a copy that was being made, and are stealing the last hard drive. They're trying to falsify me being a person with a mental disorder. They're trying to falsify me being a drug addict, and they've been stealing my fucking FBI pay and forged my signature to cash my FBI paycheck and stole my fucking FBI badge and are impersonating me every fucking day. I'm getting stabbed right now. I said I'm having problems with local authorities that don't want to make apprehensions, don't want to do their jobs. They said with a sigh, contact Internal Affairs. Okay, well, I contacted Internal Affairs. Why aren't people being cuffed right fucking now that are stabbing and cutting my cardiovascular muscle? I narked Dirty Agent Nick and Dirty Agent Richard out to the Deputy Director of the FBI office. Remember Comey when he was in office? They've been doing this shit to me for so fucking long. It's stretched almost a decade and a half. They've been raping and molesting me for almost 30 fucking years now. I got raped and molested by 24 or 25 different men and women since 1995, and I'm not a faggot. Melissa Moon is a junkie and a prostitute, and they tried to make her look like something other than that. And her whole fucking family, and all of her little associates from the Milwaukee area, and all of their fucking gangs that they're connected to 12 different international entities of organized crime. Latin Kings, MS-13, Gangster Disciples, Unknown Latin Kings, Russian Mafia, you fucking name it. They've got family members and they've got associates, and their fucking associates are all members of every fucking goddamn one of them 12 different gangs. And while they're doing that, some of them try to use some of their gang members and help them and try to get them to help them patsy other of their gang members. And then they try to fucking come after me over it to try to manipulate me to get killed. And so it just goes to show you that there's no honor amongst any fucking enforcement. I got raped and molested by a dirty agents that home invaded me like Dirty Agent Nick, and I got substantially battered by him, randomly jumped and kicked and beat to shit on the street. Officers molesting me, deputies raping me and molesting me, formerly detectives, fucking family members raping and molesting me. And it's funny because as I fucking narc them out for this, nobody does anything about it. I watch them kill their own fucking family members, and they killed the nephew of a cop. I watched them do that. They did the shit right in front of me. I watched them do it. Nobody ever makes any arrests. They're stabbing so fucking hard, piercing into my cardiovascular muscle right now. It is such a horrifically painful fucking feeling. Shut the fucking surgical off! Cuff Daniel Coffer, that's also involved in this shit. There are dirty deputies that are putting other people's body scans on my fucking scan like I got a disorderly conduct ticket. And I got taken to jail. And then I got, in spite of cooperating, I got stripped naked in a cell in front of a fat fucking ugly pockmarked-faced blonde-haired chick that they were gonna try to falsify me dating. Ugliest, fattest, most disgusting piece of shit you've ever seen in your fucking life. Dirty deputies here in Madison, Wisconsin actually stripped me naked in front of a fucking goddamn fat fucking white trash bitch. Let's see, what the hell is her goddamn cunt name? I'm thinking it's gonna be that fucking big fat pile of shit that used to work at Blimpie Subs and Salads. Or maybe one of these butt fucking inbred faggot fucking low-life extended family or associates of any of the fucking Krauses and their fucking family. I know I seen the fat pile of shit walking down the street with this long-haired, bearded fucking faggot, degenerate, disgusting fucking low-life Kraus piece of shit. These are all crackheads and meth heads and heroin addicts and fucking, they're like willfully just that fucked up. Gangbangers and degenerates. So they stripped me naked because I tried to cooperate and like let them take fingerprints of me. And when I did that, then they stripped me naked and put me in a cell and they didn't even charge me for almost 3 days. They didn't even put the charges in. They just let me sit in the cell as long as they fucking could. Then they charged me with probable cause, disorderly conduct, and a dirty deputy took a body scan of me, and he put Brandon Karowicz's fucking body scan of his fucking body in place of my x-rays. And they're hiding all the fucked up shit they got in there. They're stabbing me right now. They're stabbing my lung, and they're stabbing my cardiovascular muscle with razor sharp pieces of plastic, glass, and metal that's inside of my body.